Hi everyone. So let me start with a quick question. Why did the Scarecrow become a successful English teacher? Because he was outstanding in the field, of course. All right, I know that's a classic pun, but it's a great way to kick off our topic today. Hi everyone. I'm Teacher Minette from ChrisAmericas.com, where we help you to level up and show the world the best version of yourself. Welcome to our channel. Today we are diving into the world of humor in English. Whether you're learning English as a second language or just want to understand the quirks of English-speaking cultures better, humor is a crucial part of the conversation. In this video, we are going to explore what makes jokes funny in English, the different types of humor you might come across, and how you can create your own jokes. Plus, we'll break down some classic examples to give you a better grasp of why they work. So, get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe impress your friends with your newfound humor skills. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with the basics. What exactly is humor? And why does it matter in communication? Humor is essentially the ability to see and present things in a way that's funny or amusing. It's a powerful tool in communication because it helps break the ice, build rapport, and make conversations more enjoyable. Now, there are several types of humor, and each one has its own flavor. Let's break them down. First up, we have puns. These are all about wordplay and double meanings. For example, if I say, I used to be a baker, but I couldn't make enough dough, I'm playing with the double meaning of dough, both money and the bread mixture. Or, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. The pun here is on impossible to put down, which can mean both literally and figuratively. And one more example. Did you hear about the cheese factory explosion? There was nothing left but debris. This pun uses debris and debris, a type of cheese, to create humor. Puns can be cheesy, but they're a great way to add a bit fun to your conversations. Next, let's talk about jokes. Classic jokes usually follow a setup and punchline format. For instance, why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. The setup creates an expectation, and the punchline delivers a surprising twist. This structure is what makes jokes memorable and funny. Let's check out a few more jokes. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. The punchline plays on the literal and figurative meaning of outstanding. Why did the math book look sad? Because it had too many problems. The humor comes from the double meaning of problems, as math exercises and personal issues. Finally, we have observational humor. This type of humor is all about finding the funny side of everyday situations. Think of comedians who joke about things we all experience, like waiting in long lines or dealing with bad weather. It's relatable because it taps into common experiences and points out the absurdity or irony in them. Let's look at one more example. Ever notice how when you're on a diet, you suddenly crave all the foods you're not allowed to eat? It's like your cravings are in direct rebellion. This joke plays on the common struggle with dieting and cravings. And the last one. How come we never seem to find our keys when we're in a rush? But they're always right where we left them as soon as we've calmed down. It's like they're playing hide and seek. This humor relates to the universal experience of losing things in stressful moments. Understanding these different types of humor can help you appreciate and create jokes that resonate with others. It's all about knowing what makes people laugh and how to use it effectively in conversation. Now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into what makes English humor unique. There are a few key elements that play a big role in making jokes and humor effective. First, let's talk about cultural context. Humor often relies on cultural references and idioms. For example, in the UK, you might hear the phrase keeping up with the Jonases, which refers to the idea of trying to match the lifestyle of your neighbors. This might be confusing if you're not familiar with the concept, but once you understand the reference, the humor makes more sense. Cultural references can include anything from popular TV shows and historical events to common practices and social norms. Understanding these references can give you a better grasp of why certain jokes are funny and how to relate to them. Next up, let's discuss language nuances. Humor in English often depends on tone, timing, and word choice. For instance, the way you deliver a joke can completely change how it's received. A well-timed pause or a playful tone can enhance the humor, while poor timing might make it fall flat. Word choice also matters. Take the joke. I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. The humor here comes from the double meaning of looked surprised. It's a play on the physical appearance of raised eyebrows and the emotional reaction of being surprised. Now, let's break down a few popular English jokes to see how these elements come together. Here's a classic. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. This joke works because of the double meaning of makeup. In science, atoms are the building blocks of everything, but makeup can also mean to invent or lie. This play on words creates humor. Another example. I told my computer I needed a break, and now it won't stop sending me Kit Kats. This joke combines a literal interpretation of break with a common brand of chocolate, playing on the double meaning of the word. By understanding these cultural references and language nuances, you'll be better equipped to get the humor and even make your own jokes that resonate with English speakers. It's all about the context and the clever use of language. Alright, now that we've explored how humor works in English, let's dive into how you can create your own jokes. It's all about finding inspiration, structuring your jokes effectively, and delivering them with confidence. First, let's talk about brainstorming ideas. Finding humor in everyday life is easier than you might think. Start by paying attention to the little things around you. Awkward situations, funny observations, or even things that annoy you can be great sources of humor. For instance, think about those everyday frustrations like long lines at the grocery store or dealing with a slow internet connection. How can you twist these common experiences into something funny? The key is to find the humor in the ordinary and exaggerate it a little bit. Next, let's structure your jokes. A classic formula for a joke is the setup and punchline. The setup introduces the situation or premise, and the punchline delivers the twist or surprise that makes it funny. Practice and delivery are crucial. Even the best joke can fall flat without good timing and a confident delivery. Practice your jokes out loud and pay attention to your timing. Sometimes a well-placed pause can make a big difference. Make sure you are clear and expressive to enhance the humor. Finally, let's discuss common pitfalls to avoid. Some jokes might not land well if they're too complex or rely on obscure references. It's also important to be mindful of your audience and avoid humor that could be offensive or misunderstood. For example, jokes about sensitive topics or that rely heavily on stereotypes can easily miss the mark. Always consider your audience and the context in which you're delivering the joke. If in doubt, aim for humor that's lighthearted and inclusive. So, start practicing your joke telling skills and remember, humor is meant to be fun and enjoyable. With a bit of creativity and practice, you'll be making people laugh in no time. Now, it's time for a bit of fun. We want to hear from you, our awesome viewers. Here's your chance to get creative and show off your humor skills. We're challenging you to come up with your best jokes and share them in the comments below. Whether it's a clever pun, a classic setup and punchline, or something from your daily life, we want to see what you've got. To get you started, here's a little prompt. Tell us a joke about a common situation everyone can relate to, like getting stuck in traffic or trying to fix something at home. Feel free to use your creativity and have fun with it. We can't wait to see what you come up with. And don't forget, we'll be providing feedback on some of the jokes that you share. It's a great way to get involved and have a laugh together. So, get those jokes rolling and let's make this a fun and interactive experience. Thanks for watching. We're excited to see your humor in action. Alright, let's wrap things up. Today, we explored the world of English humor, from understanding cultural references and language nuances to creating your own jokes. We've covered how cultural context and wordplay make jokes funny, how to structure your own jokes with a solid setup and punchline, and the importance of timing and practice in delivering them effectively. And don't forget the common pitfalls to avoid. Now, we want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment with your favorite joke, or share your thoughts on the video. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel to make sure that you don't miss out on future content. Thanks for watching and keep those jokes coming. If you want to learn more, go to our website chrisamericos.com. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.